like to follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, have a look at my Etsy shop. It's all written down below in the box. As you can tell, I'm in a different room today, in my front room with my Christmas tree. And it's the first Christmas tree. Well, it's the first Christmas we've had in our new house. So yeah, so we've gone all out and got a real Christmas tree, and I love it. I picked it in 5 seconds flat. I remember when I was little and I used to go Christmas tree shopping with my mum. She'd take hours to choose the right Christmas tree, but it took me 5 seconds and I feel like it's a good Christmas tree. It's not bare anywhere, it's full everywhere. So yeah, so it just goes to show you don't have to spend all day looking for one, and you can just buy the first one you see. Ta-da! But yeah, it's not looking very fairy lighty at the minute on here, but it's probably because I've got the light shining in front of me and I've got, well, the windows. So yeah, so it's not looking as shiny. But yeah, so Merry Christmas everyone, it's December. I love Christmas. Yeah, it's just fun and I like it, it just makes me happy. But yeah, so I am without my mum today. She's still in Cumbria and I'm in Lancashire. So hi mum. I did go to Kendal with her shopping yesterday, and with her and my nana, and they bought my dinner. But yeah, so where should I start? I have got a new tattoo and I've never had one before. But yeah, I was quite scared to get one, and I've wanted one for ages, but I didn't know what I wanted, and I found the right one, and then I was like, oh sod it, just go and get it. So me and my friend Kelsey, who also knits, who one day will come on here, one day, we got the same one. But yeah, so this is my new tattoo. Hold on, I've got my hair bobble on, it doesn't look that nice. And it's a ball of wool. Can you see? It's not showing up that well, is it? The lines. But yeah, it's got like a ball of wool and some flowery bits coming off it. But yeah, I love it. Yeah, I was scared. It doesn't hurt that much. Everybody says it hurts, but maybe it's because it wasn't in like a sensitive area. But I quite like the pain. It was quite a nice pain. Continually being scratched over and over again, which is weird. But yeah, so I love it. And I've got a very hairy arm now. They shaved all my hair off and it looked better without my hair. But yeah, so that's like my big tattooing news. So where am I up to? It's not going to be a very long podcast because I haven't got much to show you again. But as you can tell, I'm wearing a finished object and I love it. It's beautiful. This is Jorge Locatelli, and it is All the Love sweater. And I have changed it slightly. So this was meant to be in DK, the sweater, but I did it in fingering. So what I did was I decided to do the 5th size in, which I think was extra large, and used fingering. So it took ages and ages and ages. But yeah, it's worth it now. I love it. But the lace is, I think it was a 4 pattern repeat, the lace. And it got slightly tedious towards the end, but I think that's my fault for picking fingering. Yeah, I'll stand on the chair and show you. I've knit it quite long, so it covers my bum. Yeah, I love it. So I need to knit another one. I've got some red yarn in the same yarn. I knit this in Debbie Bliss Fine Donegal in the colourway Soft Grey. And I've got some red in the same colour, and I think it would just go quite well with All the Love, because love, well, a love heart is usually red, isn't it? So I thought it might go. But yeah, I love it. So I did, on the bottom, I did just a garter stitch rib, because I hate ribbing, and I try not to do it. And I did a twisted rib neckline. And that's it really. I don't know what else I changed about it. I always just make up my arms. I just go random. Because I don't know about you lot, but I can never, when on the pattern, and they say pick up a certain amount of stitches for the arm, I never ever have enough. I don't get all the way around. But then even if I spread them out, it'd be really gappy, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I just randomly put loads of stitches on and then just make an arm up, and then try and do the same thing for the other side if I remember to write it down. But yeah, and I like my arms a bit tighter as well, and the body a bit baggier. So yeah, I'm chuffed with it. I've worn it loads actually. This one, the boxy, and the easy one, they're just so nice to wear, especially with a shirt on underneath. Yeah, and these got little foxes on, look. This is from Sainsbury's. Yeah, so that's that. Don't know what else to say about it really, other than it's a fun knit. Yeah, that's it really. So, my next finished object is some socks for Aidan. I'll have to grab them. And I never, have I wobbled the camera a bit? I never used a pattern, I just made them up. And Aidan has got size 8 UK feet. And I always get a bit confused with how much to cast on and if they're going to be too tight. But right now, I always cast on 72 stitches for Aidan, and I did a rib, so it fits quite well actually, they're quite snug. But this is the Robin colourway in West Yorkshire Spinners, and I've got some as well. Let me put the other one on. I've got some socks in the same colourway, so on Christmas Day, me and Aidan are going to be like, you know, that weird couple that wear the same socks. Yeah. He's going to love it. I'm going to make him wear them, so we'll look cool together. But yeah, so hopefully Christmas won't be ruined this year because of this new strain of virus. That'll be sad because I never went home for Christmas last year. So hopefully it will be nice to see Poppy and Daisy on Christmas Day. But yes, so these are West Yorkshire Spinners in the colourway Robin, and they're just lovely. I love them. And Aidan, they were meant to be a present, and I was meant to wrap them up for him to give him on Christmas Day, but he wanted to wear them on a night out. So, and I think it's good that he wants to wear them, because not many people would want to wear them, would they? People would think they're a bit weird, but yeah, so it's nice that he likes them and he wants to wear them, and all his friends look at them. But yeah, just a rib, and I think I did knit 3, purl 1 rib all the way around. I did heel flap and gusset, slip 1, knit 1, what's it called? Slip 1, knit 1, thingy thing, flap. And I did, that's it really. And obviously I didn't do a rib because it's all ribbed, so I just did the whole leg ribbed. Yeah, they're really smart. But he wasn't so sure on self striping at first. He liked just like hand-dyed colours. But I think I've talked him into it. He likes them. So yeah, so not much I can say about them. I have asked my nana for the West Yorkshire Spinners, the new one, and I can't remember what it's called. Is it Tinsel? So I'm getting that for Christmas. So that might have to be next year's Christmas socks, or New Year's Day Christmas socks. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, not New Year's Day socks. Yeah. So yeah, so that's them. They'll look nice, won't they? So, my next object is another pair of socks, but for myself this time. They were meant to be for Aidan, but I want them now. And I cast on 64 stitches, and when I was knitting them for Aidan, I was like, oh, I really like the colour and I want them. So I pulled it all back and started some socks for myself. And so this is my colourway in the colourway, oh, it's blowing it out quite a bit, but it's like mustard yellow and bright bits of yellow. But this is my colourway, the Gorse Fairy, if you can see. Yeah, it's blowing it out. But it's got red, green and a mustard yellow and a lighter yellow. And I'm just on the heel flap. So hopefully I'll get these done in time for Christmas. But I'm knitting them from this book that my mum got me either for last Christmas or my birthday, I can't quite remember. But it's 52 weeks of socks. by Lane. And I was putting myself off knitting them because a lot of them are in a chart. So I was a bit scared, and charts seemed to scare me. I'd rather read the row, read it, rather than read a chart. Because I look at the chart, and if it's like a really hard pattern, no, not a hard pattern, but a bit more like technical, I look at it and I scare myself, and then I don't do it. But yeah, I love this book, and I am knitting the first pair of socks in here called Intersections by Marceline Smith. Marceline Smith, I think. Sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. So let me try and find it. So obviously I can't show you the actual pattern, but they're the socks on there. How nice are they? And I made a boo-boo really because my socks are very highly speckled, and they're like just one colour, and you can't really see the cabling that well on my socks, but you can, it gives a nice texture, if you can see. Oh, that's better there. But it gives a nice texture, and I quite like it. So yeah, so that's them. I am knitting a twisted rib and my normal heel flap and gusset. Yeah. And also, it was toe up as well, the pattern. And I've never knit socks toe up, and that also scares me. And I shouldn't be scared, but it does scare me, and I don't know why. So I changed the pattern, I'm reading it. I'm reading the chart backwards, but it's not a very hard pattern. But I'm reading the chart backwards instead of bottom up. So yeah, I'm not very good at going outside my comfort zone for socks. I just knit top down. So yeah, so that's them. Nothing much else I can say about them. So I have been doing a lot of dieting. I was meant to do a podcast sooner rather than later, but due to like things, I just haven't done a podcast. So I shall show you what is in my shop. I have got Visions of Sugar Plums, and I think this light is washing it out a bit. So yeah, so if you want to have a proper look, go and have a look at my shop. I have got the Winter Jasmine Fairy. First Frost. Pumpkin Patch. That is washing out, but yeah, go and have a look at my shop. It's that this is green. It looks black on there, I think. I've got the Michaelmas Fairy, and that's grey and purple and plums. Cranberries, that's red, that's coming up. I don't even know what colour that's coming up, but that is red, different shades of red. Speckly. Geranium. The Crabapple Fairy, and that would be a lovely fade with the pumpkin patch. And again, this colour seems to be getting blown out. But yeah, have a look on my shop. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and that it is like deep blues and navy blues and some green and some plum. And I don't know if that's it, let me have a look. Oh, we've got one Gorse Fairy as well. One Gorse Fairy, and again, they're proper blowing out, but yeah. Have a look on my shop. So yeah, so I think that's everything. I haven't even decided, like I haven't even looked at patterns that I want to knit yet or anything, because I've just been really busy. But I will have a look. I'm going to knit a shawl next, I think. I'm going to knit a jumper then a shawl, I think. But yeah, so this year I haven't got a yarn advent calendar because it's a lot of money to buy one. So I decided not to. But that would have been nice to show everyone, but oh well, maybe next year. So yeah, so if you want to have a look at Dottie. Dottie. She's tired. We've been on a run this morning. We went running. It's not really a run when Dottie's involved. We walk then run, and I've tired her out. But yeah, so I think that's everything. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, have a look at my Etsy shop, have a look at my links down below. Yeah, so I hopefully will do another one before Christmas.